All right, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? We are live. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to wait for people to get their notifications and jump into the session. Here we go. Let's get it going. All right, everybody, we're just getting into the live right now. All right, yellow, let me pop up the chat, get it going, see what is popping. I missed my regular time today, which really stinks. Apologize for that, guys, but I have an amazing show. Got a lot of awesome stuff to go over. A lot of power moves today. A lot of power moves, my friend. Yes. All right, everybody, how you guys doing? We're going to get into Bitcoin. We're going to talk about what's going on. We're going to talk about what I did. And if you were watching yesterday, the play of the day was Doc. All right. Why was it Doc? Well, I love Doc. If you know me, I'm a Doc fan. If you just go to my channel and you say, what was this guy trading? And honestly, Doc, number one, has done really well against Bitcoin, okay, in times of pain. So like you go to my earlier videos here, how I use the data trade, blah, blah, blah. The Dow will go down, but I know one of these has Doc in it. I'm like, I'm buying Doc right now. Whatever, it's in here. I don't know why I'm trying to convince you guys. You guys know already. You watch my channel. But yeah, Doc is my man, right? I've been trading Doc on and off since, I'd say, late June. Damn, that stinks. I usually get on at 9:30 every morning. 9:30, I try to hit 9:30. Today, I have my parents coming over, so I had to get things like ready and, just clean up and do some things. So, yeah. See, look at this. Information about holders show Bitcoin is going to 100K. Urgent information about holders shows Bitcoin is going to 100K. If you're not subscribed to MM Crypto, please do. They're amazing. This man right here, Da Vinci, he was telling people to buy, Muser. He was telling people to buy Bitcoin at around, shout out to everybody in the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please say hello in the comment section. Let's get the community going. Let's get fired up, everybody. If you have questions, comments, concerns, we're going to look at Fiat Leak and see where the money's coming from. We hit 10,300, which is strong, just from 264. I'm about to close my short on Bitcoin. It was a hedge short that I had. I don't think I need it anymore, but you never know. I just felt like I needed a hedge. The reason why is I had such heavy bets on other altcoins that I needed a hedge. So I needed like a little bit of a hedge. So if the altcoins started going down bad, I could cut them loose and then let the short run. And basically that would keep my portfolio at break even. So I use this Bitcoin short as a hedge to hedge myself. And this is what I'm going to do from now on, actually. I'll go heavy on an alt and use a Bitcoin short to hedge myself backwards. This is something that gets more complex. You can also use leverage. I was using a leverage token to do that. But that's something that we can get into. If you guys want, I can tutor people, actually. For $50 an hour, I'm considering tutoring people. So I would go one-on-one screen share with you, and I would work with you on your portfolio, what you're doing, how you're allocating your money, how much money you have and how much you want to invest, and just kind of break down your risk and how to basically get you into a place where you can invest money and not feel like you're going to lose it all, and that you have a mentor and someone to guide you. Because I needed that getting through all this, and I eventually did find mentors when I hit a place where I knew I needed to learn more, right? I knew that if I knew more, I was going to gain more, and I decided to reach out to some mentors, to join chat groups, pay for some actual groups, and that's just something that I'm willing to actually provide. So if anyone likes to do that, email me at remotechief at gmail.com. In the title, write crypto tutor, and I will get back to you, and we can talk about getting tutored. Okay. All right. Now, we're in Doc. I'm in Atom. I'm also in One. I didn't really discuss that. I'm in One token, One coin. But let's get into Bitcoin. Let's see what we see. First, let's look at the wide picture on the daily. Thank you very much, Muser. I appreciate that. Means a lot. Means a lot. So here we go on the daily. We're curving. We're oversold, which is huge, right? The daily is strong, guys. We're curved, oversold down here. Might be a time to buy some Bitcoin, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying this, and let's get into the reasons why, okay? If you know me, all right, guys, I'm going to take you through. I kind of make you guys relearn the same things over and over again, but why not? First thing you do is go to a chart on the daily and find some support and resistance lines. If you don't have a TradingView account, please get one, okay? I believe I have a link to my TradingView. I will put it right now. Show you. So TradingView, you have like profiles and stuff like this. So I go to my profile and it says Sam Price. Refer friends. I hit that. I'm sending it to my Twitter right now at CryptoLifer33. So go to that link at CryptoLifer33. Hit it. Boom. It'll bring you to TradingView. And please start a basic plan. It's free for 30 days, I believe. They have a free plan, 30 days. Basic for traders and investors starting the journey, $0. So basic is free. Basic looks like it's free. And so join the basic plan, okay? And I'll show you basically how to get started. Hello, boss. What's up, Twin Greeny? I'll show you guys how to get started. But please go to that link. Let me see if I can copy the link here too. Boom, and I'll put it right here in the description, in the chat. But use that link to open up yourself up a TradingView account. If you don't, it's going to be hard for you to learn everything I'm teaching you. You can also use Coinigy, but I'm on TradingView. So if you want to go my system, use TradingView. So the first thing we're going to do is hit Alt-H to create lines of support and resistance. Okay? And they're pretty obvious. I'm looking for peaks and valleys in the price action. If you're not sure what I'm looking at here, these are candles. A green candle is an up, a red candle is a sell. Means it started higher and ended lower than the candle began. You have open, O, H, L, and C up here. Open, high, low, and close. That represents every candle. So if I touch a candle, these numbers will change depending on where I'm at. This candle opened at 16.1698. Oh, 11.698. Its high was 13.6. Its low was 11.6, and it closed at 13.5. So that was a good day for Bitcoin. Okay, so the first thing we do is we find our support and resistance lines for Bitcoin, right? And it's good to start fresh every day, so you're not being influenced by yesterday's price action or something in your emotions. Okay. Now, one thing we can all see clearly, okay, is the price hit this 10,400 region. It hit it right here, okay, on September 24th of 2019, okay? It could not make it through. Hit it right here. could not make it through. Hit it right here, could not make it through. Hit it right here, could not make it through. Here we broke through, finally. Okay, been almost like a year, really. Yeah, coming up on a year, June. And we come back to retest the same region. We break down on it, but it's almost now like a range. So we do see this, I'm going to make like a green area that we see Bitcoin is ranging in. Okay, now on the daily, we see the MACD is losing its momentum bearishly. So the bearish MACD is losing momentum. I teach all my students buy in the pink. This is curving, right? The blue line is curving. We are low on the RSI in a place. So my checklist, let's see the checklist right now. We don't have a bullish pattern, which usually is my first thing on the checklist. Let me move from the mic here. Sorry about that. Now we don't have a bullish pattern. It's the first thing on the checklist. But let's see. Let's see what kind of pattern we do have. One could make this a strange bull flag, right? Because it does have two bottom areas of a range. Her idea was getting in my way there. So, and then we could say we had a double range up here, forming a wedge that broke down. It was pretty much an ascending triangle with a fake out, honestly. Like that. Rising wedge, which was a 68% chance of break to the downside, if you look at it this way. Also see a bit of a head and shoulders that completed, and that is the base of it. And I remember one day we were watching the channel and I said, you know, usually the BART patterns, both sides hit basically the same area. And we did. We came back to the end of this candle. And if you don't know what a BART pattern is, we went over it, but you can type in Bart Simpson trading pattern and it's real. It looks like Bart Simpson's head. It goes up, comes down. You see it? And yeah, but on the daily, we're looking really good. Like we can't, right? For our system, for the what I teach and how I trade, the daily's looking strong. Kind of cleaned up its act a little bit. I also do like to use Market Cipher. This is something that I can go over again in detail, but that's once you get to the next level. We do see a green dot here, okay? Very interesting. We have a wave and then a bigger, and then we have a small wave and then a bigger wave. Here when we had a small wave and a bigger wave right here, the price action boomed up pretty hard. And we had a green dot. That was in March. So here we have the small wave and a bigger wave, and we have the green dot. And we're in the money line, thick with the money. So you really, you want this to be green. You want to buy in the red, sell into the green, but the money line is thick right now. Looks like bearish divergence played out. We are low on the stochastics RSI, and we do have a green dot. So there's some indications here. And Market Cipher is yet another tool to use. And I'm going to have to do a whole video on Market Cipher one day. How I got into it, how I got it, how I learned it, who makes it, what it's all about. If you want to know more, go to Crypto Face on YouTube. And he's the Market Cipher guy. Him and his brother. And I like Crypto Face. I like his style. He's controversial. Some people are haters, but I think he's cool. Anyway, so Bitcoin on the daily looks like it's strong and is at a buy right now. This is where I would accumulate Bitcoin. This is where I would attempt to trade. We had our oversold region down here on the daily. We have since then been building a very strong uptrend. And until we break that trend very strongly, I also see hidden bullish divergence here on Bitcoin. We have a swing low to a swing low there. We have a swing low to a swing low here, which tells me that the trend will continue. Things are looking bullish for Bitcoin. I don't know why I was so bearish yesterday, but things are looking bullish now. And let's look at our bigger triangle. This is our bigger pattern at play. Always try to find the patterns, guys. But this is our bigger pattern that's at play right now. It's a giant triangle. Giant triangle. We could even say it dipped out, came back into the triangle, came back up, dipped up. It's a retest almost. So we could. That's the only thing about this triangle is it could be healthy even if we came to 8,500, because that would be a bounce out. That's just the only strange thing here that I'm seeing. But I do see, you guys see the fractal here? This is kind of a BART pattern, not fully, but we boomed up here. Here's the BART head. We boomed down. Looks like a head and shoulders, complex head and shoulders, and then we were flying. We kind of hung out here, which is very similar to this. Everyone, and again, down here, we're at 4,500. There was people saying Bitcoin was going to zero. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was March. People said I knew it wasn't. I had to buy more. I did buy more. I can show you the buy actually, because yesterday I took a picture of it. And this just to show you guys who I am and why you're following me, right? I don't know if this shows up, but dude, I'm buying 0.633 Bitcoin at $3,800. Okay, at $3,800, like without breaking a sweat. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not showing. Of course, it's not showing. You'd have to zoom in one day. But what if I put it right to the screen? Yeah. What? It's actually, there you go. I don't know, I'm doing this because it's important to me, because it lets you know who I am. There it is. It's so blurry. 0.6. There it goes. You saw it for a split second. 0.6 at 38,886. And I mean, that's putting your money where your mouth is, right? And that's the cheapest you'll ever get a Bitcoin. 1,500, I got half a Bitcoin. Think about it. It's $5,000 now. Just 3 months later. That was a come up, right? So that's how you make money in the crypto market. You have to buy into this fear. That's why we bought Doc and Adam a couple days ago in the bloodbath, right? Even the short was out of character for me on Bitcoin, honestly, but I'll explain why I did it, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But anyway, so right now on the daily, so we see a bullish pattern for Bitcoin. We are breaking out. We are continuing in an uptrend with higher lows. That low is higher than this low. I see hidden bullish divergence that I think is about to play out. We the RSI is in a falling wedge, and the Dow also kind of made a big little. Sorry, man. I eventually showed it. You know, I think I just can take off the camera to normal, and you'll see what's going on. Right, if I just put this on original, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Whatever, it's pointless at this point. It just, all I'm saying is I had the balls to buy at that point because I knew what was going on. Joseph Malaya, thank you so much, Joseph. I really appreciate that, man. Another new person here today, really awesome. Everyone shout out to Joseph, say what up, welcome him in. Andy, XRP Muser, Twin Greeny, everyone say what up. Probably would have some other originals in here if I came in at the regular time. We are usually on at 9:30. Okay, so Bitcoin, let's get into the 4 hour now and see what kind of entry we're looking at. So the 4 hour says we're going to kind of come back down into this 10,000 region again. Like we're going to see it, because you can see we roll up. And how much more green action can we get, right? Usually you get this much. That was a huge move though. After a bit of a wave, we had a little green and a huge move. So we could hope maybe for more consolidation, a smaller red momentum here in the MACD. And yeah, this looks like very similar to this right here. Okay, guys, and back in March, right? I mean, we fell into a bearish pattern. And look, I can draw the pattern for you. They're identical. Again, another fractal, right? The only reason I like it is because look what happened. And again, this was a rising, this was an ascending triangle with a 68% chance of a break to the upside, but it did not break out. It broke down. Now we have a bearish pattern with a 68% chance of a break to the downside, and I don't think it's going to break down as well. So it's very interesting. Now let's get into the trade of the day yesterday. Amazing gains. If you were in my channel and you took Doc down, Doc made an amazing move, right? All the way up to wow, it was in the green. It was up to 227 at one point. Look, it hit that 200-day moving average. See how these moving averages, people are taking profits on them. But look, this white line is curving up. It's coming across these. When is the last time we saw the white line curving up below these moving averages? Right here, where Doc was ready to make a serious move, right? Look at this. Started its little bit. This white line started to curve. If we zoom into this area, we're going to see a similar thing going on. Price started to go up, and the white line was away from all the other lines, but it started to curve. So we're like right here, and then people sold the wick down. We're like right around there. And you can see the pattern again. Same pattern that Bitcoin's in, that Bitcoin broke out of. Okay, now let's get back to the present time. But you could see the similarity there. RIP Gary Coleman. He died today? And Corky from Life Goes On, dude? On the same day? I'm so sorry to hear that. What up, David Lee? Thank you for jumping on the live stream. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we do see here. You guys see it? I teach it to you guys, the double bottom. Okay. And that's, see, you just play these patterns, the top of the W. And look, like, you don't see the algos trade on these patterns. They measure the side of the W and then they sell off, right? This was all automatically done. Now, these are the people who really wanted it and are in Doc now, and they're going to keep holding. And Doc is going to make moves back up to where it was, and then it's going to basically form a very similar triangle here, and then I think it's just going to keep breaking out. Has huge news on September 30th. Its mainnet will be out. Last time it came early with its testnet. It's done everything pretty early, so Doc has already shown the plane, boss, the plane. So look at the spike in volume there on the 4 hour, and that was just today, right? That was at like 8 in the morning. So Doc's still continuing its move. Where do we see Doc going? Let's look at the daily for Doc. The Doc is about to break out in the daily. Look at that. About to have a MACD cross on the daily for Doc. Looking really, really good. We have hidden bullish divergence on Doc, worse than I've ever seen it. Look at this on the daily. Look at it. Like it's very blatant. We have a low here to a swing low here. That tells me that the trend will continue for Doc. Amazing. So nice pullback for Doc, which is healthy, very healthy. And then in the pullback, it made gains in the pink. Remember, we like to buy in the pink when the blue line is curving. Look at how much gains you get in the pink. A lot of people will tell you to wait for the blue line to curve and all this nonsense, but it's a lagging indicator. We need to front run it at all times. So remember that, guys. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Coming into my channel right now, the like button helps more people see the stream and then helps the stream really get on and get moving. But Doc was the trade of the day, and you guys are looking for another trade. You know what? I think it's time to pile into Doc again. Why do I think that? Well, here we see on the daily, let's look for our support and resistance lines. Right there, we have some heavy support. Right here, this could be the flip, and what's called an SR flip. So basically, my strategy that we teach is buying in the pink of the MACD, waiting for the blue line to curve, making sure we have some type of bullish. We want divergence if we can. I really look for divergence if I don't have it, because there's so many trades out here, guys. Why not make sure we see divergence, bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence specifically? I think that's the strongest form of divergence in my opinion. And look at it played out. Like, this is it. You would have seen this low go to this low. The second you saw this spike up, you would have drawn, you said, that's hidden bullish divergence. I'm going to buy on that. You can buy a blind. I hate to say that because I don't want to hurt you guys, but you can buy a blind. And look, boom, hidden bullish divergence. Boom, there's the curve. All right. And right here we see we had resistance. We couldn't get through. We broke up. We had support. Came all the way back down to support. We're also going to draw a fib for you guys on the daily. What is a fib? A fib is a Fibonacci retracement. This is what all the algorithms are trading on. Okay. And you know what? They all trade they come together and get a consensus idea. Now I took this low. I think it wants this low here. Yeah, you can see they should line up like boom. Okay. Now, Doc came to the 706, which is an amazing place. This is the secret fib. It's below the golden pocket, but now we're also in the golden pocket, or right above the 0.5 Fibonacci level. And we have the 618 here. So, yeah, this looks very healthy. If you didn't get into Doc now, honestly, the entry is right now. And why? Well, we have this 21-day moving average pointing down, which we don't want to see it cross the red. If that happens, it is bearish. But it's very all the moving averages are aligned on the daily for Doc right now. Okay, and basically this is a bullish trend. The trend will continue. You already had a pullback. It showed you where it wants to go. You showed you how many people love this, got right back into it, piled right back in. This to me gives you a lot of indications that Doc is on its way to higher highs. Let's check it on the 4-hour again. The 4-hour, it looks like it may lose a little steam and consolidate here. But on the daily, man, this thing's go. So we'll check the 4-hour. If you check my Twitter, in a couple hours, maybe around 4 o'clock, I'm going to update Doc at CryptoLifer33. Check my Twitter. And yeah, if you're here today, give yourself a pat in the back because you're caring about your education and you're not just like scanning through YouTube looking for junk. You're actually expanding your mind, and you're bringing in a lot of information really fast. So good for you. Appreciate it. So Bitcoin down. This is what I got into. The stop loss would be right here below the trend line. And look, we fell out of the trend line. So boom. This is good for Bitcoin because now this is showing. But look, the only thing I worry about this is it is in a falling wedge. Like you can see bearishness and bullishness and bearish trends, right? But it isn't a falling wedge. It fell off the face of the earth when Bitcoin had it ripped up, right? This was Bitcoin's run to 12K. Now we want this thing to keep falling down to the face of the earth, right? But it does have the same principles. So it's definitely something to watch. So I basically was trying to play this. I was shorting Bitcoin, trying to gain 29%. This is Bitcoin down, USDT. This is a 3-time leverage token. So if Bitcoin goes down 5%, Tiago Cruz is waiting for that new moon, man. He's my buddy Tiago over here from Portugal. He's using the stars. In his mind, he thinks there is some connection between the moon and Bitcoin. And honestly, I'm not going to discount it, okay? But look at this. This is the greenest day for coins we've had ever. YFFI. Back up 150%. Oh, that's it. Sol Phantasma up 41%, right? Or Sol for Bitcoin. That boomed. Look at it. Buying the pink. I like to front run it and buy like the last red one if you can. It's very aggressive and you get hurt, but if you keep doing it over and over again, you get so many gains out of that the little times you don't make it, they disappear. They disappear. Sushi up 24%. Coming back. BZRX on my radar lately. New coin. Came out very early, like end of September here. So August 30th, it looks like, was its first day. So this coin is very, very, very new. And a lot of them did have a dip. So interesting. I'm going to look at BAL. Moon moves the mood. New moon makes you low. Full moon makes you optimistic. It depends on the media news. It's a very interesting idea, man. and I'm not going to discredit it at all. Let's look at BAO, one of my favorite coins. Has paid me well every time I decided to trade it. Okay, look at BAO. We have the same thing that we have for DOC now. We have a double bottom, right? So you take the top, measure this move, so we could see BAO come up back to 26 cents. I also see, look, shoulder, head, shoulder, a bit of a complex head and shoulders with a neckline. So you would say by the breakout of the neckline, October have 2 full moon. It's going to be the month of 2020. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'll do SXP Bitcoin. I'll do that right away for you, Joseph. But right now, I'm looking at BAO. Why? Look at the complex kind of head. We even have a neckline here. We have a bit of a complex head and shoulders. So weird pattern going on here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. RSI breaking out. Looks like we have new green coming into the MACD. So it went to curve, but it didn't want to. Very interesting. We do have resistance at this line, so we need a breakthrough 23.14. That'll be kind of the area here. You can see we hit it here. We broke through. It became new support. Now we broke through again, so it didn't hold resistance. So now we got to see, will we break through this line or not? BAO is up in the air. I don't like it too much right now because I can't get too much of a confirmation on it. Too new. Yeah, I don't. Due to the lack of price action, I would say, hey, it looks like a buy, but like DOC looks like a stronger buy to me than that. Let's get into SXP Bitcoin. A lot of people like SXP. So let's get into that right now. October, yep. Twin Greeny, Joseph Malina, paddock to everyone out here. David Lee, Joseph Malaya. If I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. I think I got you. Andy Garcia, everyone out here. I really appreciate you coming to the live stream. It means the world to me. We are really moving as a community. If you can't feel the momentum, I can, and it's awesome. So just know that we will move forward as a team. Soon you all will be able to make call outs just like me, and we're going to have like a sick group. All right, so check this out. And again, I also learned everything from Crypto Bitcoin Chris. I want to put that out there at Crypto Revolution on YouTube. So yeah. Could someone lend me a Bitcoin? The old David, this guy. Not here, buddy. Not in this group, man. We got no whales here yet. Okay. SXP in the same kind of situation. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. Can we get information? Like almost everything is in the same pattern, right? Because they all follow Bitcoin. You can clearly see it, except for DOC. DOC does its own thing. DOC follows Bitcoin too, though. It tanked. It went all the way back to like its low, like before it even began to grow. I just didn't think these coins would be able to come back as fast as they did. It's pretty cool to see them like they have 2 months of gains. They lose 2 months of gains in like overnight, and then in like 3 days they make back a whole month and a half of gains. It's pretty cool. Can anyone lend David Lee a Bitcoin? He'll pay you back once he makes millions. He's good for it. Any whales in here? Do you know how hard I fought for all my Bitcoins, man? Those are going to my daughter, man. All right, so we have a breakout. SXP did break out of this triangle, okay? It is broken out of the trend. It is beginning a new trend. What we really need to see right here is this level hold. Before I would trade SXP, I would like to see 179 hold. Why? Because here, look, it was previous resistance here. We bounced off, but we broke through. Then we came up, broke through it here, but here it became resistance again. This could become an SR flip and begin its new uptrend, right? And then we could see SXP kind of form something like this, right? Kind of do its thing. Could it be that parabolic? There's a chance. This coin has a lot of good news. I think it's definitely worth buying. My thing is, all these are buy. If Bitcoin was in a good spot, like at like 10.7 right now, and just chilling, I would be gobbling up almost every coin right now and telling you yes, yes, yes. But I'm still very weary of what Bitcoin's going to do. And I can't, put you guys into trades and say, yeah, that's a great idea, when I just, in my own mind, I'm not sure what's going on. Shout out to everyone in the group. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Get you into the, into the mood. You hit the like button, you realize, wow, I like this guy. I like what's going on today. Anyway, so we're going over SXP. Sushi just boomed up hard. Okay, I'm in sushi. I have to admit that. Yeah. Actually, let me go further into that for you. Actually, too, Joseph. 1 second. One more thing I want to look at for you, because I looked at the SXP USD. Let me give you the Bitcoin. I want to be super thorough for you. They're basically the same, but so here, giant pattern at play, giant falling wedge, really, if we look at it, which we're still channeling in. So until we break out of this, I would say, this would be my plan for SXP. Okay. If you believe in it and you want to hold it long term, perfect day to accumulate some. Okay. But it could go to zero. I don't think so. It's going to be a debit card for Binance. I mean, how would that go to that doesn't make any sense. So you're buying an amazing idea. You're buying an amazing company. CZ does not fail, right? He's been a guy that has clearly shown that he is going to win. So in my opinion, this is definitely a buy. I mean, we also see kind of a rolling double bottom here, which I'm going to start using that term, like bottom and a bottom, because even though they fall and they're not exactly on the same page, they're not a classic double bottom like here. But here, look, you can even see it here. This is a wider bottom with another bottom, and that began this trend up. And then you can see the M's, double tops, trend down. We do see this double bottom playing out. This looks very healthy. We see the white line curving up, which is the 21-day moving average. We'd like to see that cross this 50 and then come up and cross these other two and then become, so you can see right here, this is where things began to get bullish. See the white line curves? See the white line curving? White line curving? That's the first indication of a bull sign. So look, the white line is curving. So we know now, okay, so the better you get at trading, the more things you've seen over years and years and years, and the more you can see subconsciously, So I can teach you everything, but until you get your hands dirty and you get into the game, you're also going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn about your emotions. There's going to be so many different things going on while you're learning. But so SXP, I see, I wouldn't buy it until it breaks out of this region here, this 2366 region. And it could come back, retest, and then the retest is the safest place to buy. However, we are at the bottom of the trend line. If you bought now, I would put a stop loss right here at 14.75. Let's see what your risk would be. Yeah, just too much risk for me. See, I don't do 20% stop losses, so that's a heavy risk. And that's because it's not in a perfect pattern or exactly where I need it to be. I also, on the 4-hour, don't see, but look at that double bottom playing out on the RSI, though. Look at that thing. I mean, on the MACD and the RSI. Very interesting. So you have a double bottom here too. Right here. And you got to learn the patterns, guys. I have a pattern video. It's super important that you go and check out my pattern video. It's one of the first videos on my channel. If you just go to the channel, and I also give you all the patterns for free, which is pretty cool. I give you a link to a Google Doc where you could download the patterns, all right? I also explain the patterns and why they work, and I actually show you examples of how they work. Charting works right here. Charts don't lie, why patterns can help, plus get a free chart. It's an amazing video. Check it out. It's one of my first videos. And then come down here, and if you see download the free chart below, you click on the link. It brings you to this chart. These are all the patterns here. Double tops, head and shoulders, rising wedges, continuation patterns, bilateral patterns. And you really want to memorize these patterns. Anyone know anything about Haka? Is this an SA Easy 5X or another scam coin? Looks like it might be uptrending. What is it on, Nate? Shout out to Nate. Nate's an awesome subscriber. Also brings a lot. Every time he's on, he tends to ask an amazing question or bring up something. He deep dives. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's awesome. I really appreciate you in the chat, Nate. Uni info. What does that mean? Uniswap? Uniswap info, is that what you're saying? Haka. Can we get it on CoinGecko? Anyway, Haka Finance on CoinMarketCap, 21 cents. Okay, what market pairs can we get it at? Uniswap for ETH. Balancer. See, Balancer, people don't realize this. Balancer is an exchange. Balancer is a pretty cool exchange. See, Balancer is a protocol for programmable liquidity. Okay, easily swap ERC20 tokens, exchange tokens without deposits, bids, and asks, order management, all on chain. So you can just whoop, swap, swap, swap. It's like atomic swaps. Again, flexibility built into the base protocol. Use up to 8 tokens, any weights, and programmability through smart contract owned pools. Honestly, too, the more you learn about liquidity and how to provide liquidity to a smart contract, I know it's hard, guys, and I know it sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo. But what happens is it basically they're gonna be degrees in this stuff. All right, dude, the fear going down to 38. This is really good. We want the fear to go a little lower. We want that fear into the 21 region. That's where you buy Bitcoin, guys. And honestly, when extreme greed was up into 83, should have definitely known it's time to take a chunk out. Haka almost a buck when we were bullish. I just want to see the price of Haka one more time there. See, what is this Balancer? This isn't the same coin, though. That's a different coin. Haka Finance, 21 cents, though. I see it at 21 cents. Oh, it was at $1. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah, like Sushi, Maki. You guys look at Maki? Maki just came out. It was like, you get your sushi, you get your Maki. And Maki exploded. It exploded. Something must have happened to it now. Look, they're not putting anything out there. 40 cents, 40 bucks. It's been going up. CoinGecko, guys, I really want to point out to you, I love CoinGecko. All right? I've been using it more and more, and I think it's more robust, and I think it's better than CoinMarketCap. And let me show you why. Gives you a chart, gives you the last 1 hour that it's gone down, last 24 hours. Look, Maki up 154%. I talked about it 2 days ago on my channel. I said, dude, Maki, guys, 154% in the last 24 hours. Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. This stuff is flying off the chains. Another one, YFFI. This is 93 bucks a coin, okay? This is up 87% today. And I think this is going to keep going up. In 30 days, this thing is up 11,667%, if you can believe it, right? In the last hour, it's up 16%. This thing, when Bitcoin was ripping, was already up to 400. So I think it'll go back to 400 and then continue to rip. It is on Uniswap, and I am shilling it a little bit, but I just got to put it on your radar, guys. You could buy one of these coins for $100, and there's a chance that one coin goes to $10,000, $15,000. Just one coin. There's only 52,000 of these coins, okay? So you buy one of them, you're one of the few people holding this coin. I had to get myself to back when it was about around $80. So we'll see what happens with this, but it's something I've been looking at on my radar as well. Now, let me show you how I go over stuff and how I look for coins and what I do. I basically have an amazing list of coins that I've been amassing over the years. Anytime a mentor tells me about a coin or a coin that I've traded, and as over time, it just amasses. And what I like to do is I sit on the 4 hour, I look at the MACD, and I scroll down. And I look for a winner. Like, boom, there we go. First Majestic Silver. So that's another thing. This is gonna make you guys some money. If you want to play the stock market, the only thing I would suggest to do is to be buying silver. All right. So silver is in this kind of a falling wedge, bit of an ascending triangle in a way, but I see it breaking out and eclipsing its all-time high. This thing going up to $14. This is a majestic silver. Silver is going to keep going up. You're going to see it at $50 to $100 an ounce. It's going to be one of the best plays you can make in the market. So in my opinion, taking a bite out of Majestic Silver Corp, if you are playing, you know, if you got a Robinhood app and you got some money on the side, this is where I would put you guys into. I would be trading silver. I would be trading gold stuff. All right. Anyway, back to crypto. So I scroll through all the cryptos and I look for the red MACD. Like, these all have had their move, right? Not saying they won't keep going, but they've all had a nice move. Look at every coin that I have here. They're all in a very similar place. Not this coin, though. That's the short. So interesting, right? The short looks the most amazing. Now, banned. Oh, no, this is not banned. This is Brave New Coin. Bitcoin looks good. Bitcoin looks like a nice trade right now, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying that, but every once in a while I do trade Bitcoin all by itself. Like, I'll put a nice 5K into Bitcoin and just do my thing, because only when it's looking right. Atom. So Atom's in a good spot on the daily. So everything's about to rip. On the daily, it says we're about to have, like, this week is going to be great. That the daily says that this week is going to be really, really good. I'm super excited for it. So I keep scrolling and I keep looking for a really hot chart, right? This looks pretty good. Why? Look, it's one of the few things that's in the red, right? So now I can put it on my radar and wait for the green. We have all the moving averages in a line. The white, 21, 50, 80, 100, 200. It's very, very bullish. We are in an uptrend, right? The trend is your friend until it's not. So we are in a confirmed uptrend, almost parabolic. This just had a mainnet on September 8th. So they've shown and proved that they can do the do, right? We are in the pink still with a blue line about to cross. This looks very, very bullish.
Daddy, can I play with this?
Yeah. I'll build it with you, though. For the USD, we already kind of broke out. But for the Bitcoin pair, we didn't break out.
I don't want to build it.
Okay, you do whatever you want. Don't talk to me like that, though. And now that the volume is declining, so declining volume while price is going down shows you that that price is tiring out and that it will probably start to move up. This is interesting. This is a falling wedge about to break out. Let's look at the target for BLZ. I think BLZ is going to be the trade of the day. Okay. This breaks out. We have a 40% gain coming, and that's like, it was already there not too long ago. I traded this from 12 up to about 17 and a half. It did go to 19, 220 at one point, so I'm very familiar with the coin. It also had a V-shaped recovery. You could have gotten it at 9 cents and then ran it all the way up to 15 cents, which is an insane move. It then fell back down, finding support. As you can see, this is a nice level of support. Here we hit it right when we began. We hit it again here. We fell through here. We used it here as a bounce off of this wick. We fell through here but came back very quick. We bounced here with a wick. We bounced here with a wick, and now we're on it again. And now we built up. We closed the candle above that. This is something I actually have to take a look at, and I'm going to say I'm going to be entering this right now. Yeah, I'm entering this right now. It's just because I think we're going to have a few more boom green candles coming up. I would have liked to enter it a little before here on the bottom of the trend line. I didn't see it. That would have been at like 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Would have been really good, but we do have confirmation. I could wait for another candle to close above this trend line just to show that we are breaking out, but this looks very good. We also see like a bit of a bull flag in the RSI. No divergences, but no bearish tones either. So everything looking good on the RSI. MACD turning up. We're in a bullish pattern with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. So my checklist now is, and if you guys just started learning how to trade and you're with me now, we have a checklist. The checklist is, are we in a bullish pattern? Where are these patterns? I told you, I have a video. You can go to my video. Charts don't lie. Why patterns can help us. You can hit this link. This link will take you to the chart. You can download it and you can actually get the chart. And then you can look at the patterns that I'm discussing right now. And you can learn to trade just like me. It's amazing, isn't it? Will I save a ton of money by switching to Geico? Yes. Yes, you will. I have Geico and I love it. So basically, such a douche. All right, so, but basically get this, and this is how I start every trade. If I don't see what's a bullish pattern, okay, double tops, 68% chance that they fall down. If the price goes into it, it comes out the way the price came in. Head and shoulder, the price comes into it, it comes out the way the price came in, 68% of the time. A rising wedge, if it comes from the bottom, it leaves out the bottom. But double tops come from the top and leave out the top. Inverse head and shoulders come from the top, leave out the top. And a falling wedge comes from the top and leaves out the top. Right now, Bitcoin is in a falling wedge. Clearly, right? Can't we all see that? This also is in a falling wedge. So these are bullish patterns. So the second I see a bullish pattern, anything here that says 68% of the time, it's going to keep going up. That is a pattern that I like to trade. I will trade these bilateral patterns, meaning there's a 50-50 shot either way. Descending triangle, symmetrical triangle, and ascending triangles. And some of them look very similar, and sometimes you have to discern what it is and maybe talk to other traders or kind of bounce around, and nothing is guaranteed. But for the most part, you will have, you can basically 80 to 90% get yourself into a pattern that you think fits one of these patterns. And here you can clearly see the price came up and then we had a falling wedge and we should break up out of it. And this is what we're looking at right here in BLZ. The price came up, we had a falling wedge, it should break up out of it. 68% chance that this will keep going for us. So now where is the stop loss? Stop loss should be, a lot of people complain about stop losses because really risk is up to everyone else. Everyone has a different set of risk standards and everyone is willing to take different sets of risk. So like everyone's like, well, why can't you just tell me when and what to do all the time? And all I could, yes, honey.
I want to build it.
Okay, you can build it. I'll help you build it in a little while.
Okay.
I'm almost done. All right, so a 9% stop loss to make 40%. I have what's called a risk management system. On top of my trading system, I have a risk management system. That system basically says that you cannot risk more than 1% per trade. And, oh, I forgot. Get you out of there. You can only risk 1% per trade. So if you had a $10,000 portfolio and you risked 1% per trade, which is $100, you could make 100 trades before you lost all your money. So you could make 50 trades and you'd be down to $5,000. But what if your 50-second trade netted you 10%? You'd be back to 550, and then you lose 10. You get, hey, you're hitting the mic, baby. And so that's all I'm trying to say is that they're lost my train of thought. We're saying that number one, you don't have to win every single trade. You only have to win 55%. You're hitting the mic, honey. You only have to make 55% of the trades, and on top of that. You lost my train of thought, honey. And I have a lot of people watching. Go upstairs and give me some time.
No.
Yeah, these people need to learn like you. You already know. What is that? What pattern is that? You said it yesterday. You drew these. I make her sit and draw patterns all the time. It's a falling wedge. Anyway, I like this trade right now. It's looking very, very good. I'm going to look at it the 1 hour. The 1 hour gives me a better idea. Look, the 1 hour we have a candle closing above the trend line, meaning we have our first candle close above the trend line. This is looking very good to me. Yeah, BLZ a bet against Bitcoin is the same. Yeah, I mean, they're very, very similar. Yep, identical. Identical. Yeah. Little more elongated, you can see. Yeah, but they're identical, man. They're in the same spot. Yep. You actually have a green candle, though, and I have a red one. because you're hedging better against Bitcoin at the present moment. Did get sold off here from 1211 back to 1180. You can see that there is strong. It also got bought back up. So here you see some indecision and a new line of support, which is actually holding this line here. Boom. This is maybe my first trade ever since Bitcoin started doing some funky things. I'm gonna take it out. I'm going to be entering BLZ USDT right now. Okay. I'm even going to show you how I enter the trade. If you're with me, you should use 3 commas. I love 3 commas. It's amazing. Here is my link. I'll put it right here in the description. Boom. This will change how you trade forever. Okay? Change how you trade forever. You'll never be the same. Changed my life, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it really did. I like this trade right now, man. It's in a good spot. As long as Bitcoin doesn't tank us out. Bitcoin plays with us. All it has to do is go a little bit sideways and we'll be all right. Again, my position size is going to be smaller than normal. Okay? Not going to be as big as I normally go. Like if I usually go 5 grand, I'm going to go 1,500. Okay? And that's just how it is. It's sad. You know, it's not always about the big gains. Right? And I'm going to go a little bit below the asking price, right? Like right now they want 12.75. I'm gonna give them 12.50, and I'm gonna see how that rocks because I think we could have a little more movement here. Very indecision though. That's a lot of indecision there. You see we have buying and selling going on. Let's look at the 30-minute. All right, the 30-minute we have a next green candle, and the breakout continues. So this is the 30-minute is telling me that the breakout is on its way, and we're starting to make a move. So it's another confirmation. So basically, once you see the 4-hour looks nice, you can go back to earlier time frames to show you. It's kind of like you zoomed out. Say you were in the war and you saw the army on the other side, and you're like, "That's where I'm going to attack." And you zoomed out from a but then you send a scout closer in just to see how close they were to the mountain. Going on to the 1 hour and 30-minute is like sending a scout closer to the enemy just to get a look. What's up with YFI Finance? The graph looks like it's getting ready to explode. Probably is. Probably is, man. You're in finance, right? I mean, yeah, it's about to rip. It's in this giant triangle. It broke out of that downtrend it had just now. Yeah, this thing is exploding. You called it, but look how overbought it is. That is the 30-minute. Oh, we have more room to grow. This thing is exploding. Damn. Again, bullish pattern. Everything is breaking out of the falling wedge today. Everything. And so I think you got to get a piece. So that's why I like this at 1250 BLZ. That's going to be my trade of the day. So here, I'm making a trade on BLZ, okay? I'm going to get in at 1250. That's the ask. I actually like to go below the ask. So I'll go to like 1235. Play it to the bone. And then it's going down. The ask is going down. So maybe I'll go to the bid. 1201, okay? This is basically what people are trying to buy it for. This is what people want to sell it for. And then we're going to have to find a nice happy medium. Then you can hit this bar. How much do you want to sell? Do you want 100%? Do you want 50%? And it shows you your capital. I want 1,500. Okay? And I would like to take profits. Now, where am I going to take profits? Let me show you guys. I'm going to look at the chart. This is what I want my chart to look at in a couple hours. Now, BLZ. Here we have resistance right there at basically 12,995. And then not too bad. Again, right here. And then all the way to the target. So we have been hitting the targets, but because Bitcoin's funky, I'm going to probably take profits around here at 1477. Somewhere in the middle. 1477. So I use the chart to find out where I'm going to take my profit. And I put that number in. 1477. I'm going to be taking 23% off of this trade if it goes my way. Now we look at our risk. Okay? Our risk, it could come back in. If it falls back below this trend line, it kind of negates it. So that way, and then I could kind of wait it out and see what happens again. So I don't need to be I don't need my stop loss to be too high. I can be right here at like 11.4 and I can risk 4.5%. 10% of 1,500 is $150. I'm going to be risking $75 to try to gain basically around $380, $400. And if the trade goes well, I'll raise my stop loss and keep it going. And that will basically, and this is the system that I really want to instill in you guys over and over and over and over again. Okay? Now look, hitting 12 even. It's kind of a line in the sand. Would like to see it hold this level because look, there was the previous resistance. We would like to see it hold this new level here. Go back to the 30-minute. That candle's turning red. We could even see a retest back to this line at 1175. That's why if you're here in this region here, back in the pattern and below the moving averages, right here at 11,425, you end up below these moving averages. You use them as support. The price would have to break through those as well. Then you also see here we had resistance. That's becoming previous support, this line right here. So you see how really technical I get. So now 11,475 is going to be my stop loss. Okay? And I'm willing, you know what? If it doesn't go my way, I'm going to lose $75. If it goes my way, I'm going to make $300. We set as many traps like that as we can over and over again, and boom. That's how we trade, okay? So we create the trade. I am going to market sell the stop loss. I usually don't, but in times of volatility, some of my stops have been falling through. And then you wait to see if this bites. Right now, we are the bid, not the ask, so we're going to have to wait a second for the price to come to us, and then we're going to be in this trade. But I just made a trade right in front of you guys. Probably one of the only people on YouTube that will do this. I don't see it ever. And I watch a lot of YouTubers. So, and again, don't blame me if you buy it and it goes down. But what I will do is I'll teach you how not to lose a lot if it doesn't go your way, and how to keep trying. It's like using bait to try to catch a fish, but only using a little bit of your bait. And when you finally do catch a fish, you know, you're eating a big fat sea bass that night, right? That's the idea. So Bitcoin ranging in this could come back down to this trend line at 98.50, be totally healthy, no issues, and then still break out. We would like to see it break out above though. All eyes on Bitcoin for the day. The daily looks really good for Bitcoin, right? You can see we're curving, we're in the pink. Let's see this kind of turn into the green, and let's see Bitcoin make its move, man. Be beautiful for my trade, and everything would end up working out. So that's a trade of the day. I'd like to look at Cody. Cody is something that I think is Cody looking good. You can even see here, if we drew that, we have a little bit of hidden bullish divergence playing out. Boom, the low swing low to that swing low. We're in the pink. Blue line is curving up. Things looking good. We had a double top, and you can see like double tops are perfect place to short. You take the end of this line, and look, it's not uncanny that the price action came very close to where the target of the double top would be. That's another way I like to buy double top targets, because I found that the algos like to buy them right back up after they sell them. I think the same algos that bear short the double top then get right back into the trade on the other way, because I see it like how uncanny is this double top, and the double top matches this previous bottom here on Cody. Put this on your radar, guys. Cody is something with huge news for the next few weeks. It's a DeFi coin that moved all the way up to 9 cents already. Look for it to basically go all the way back up to its 10-cent high almost, which is 100% almost gain from this. And all eyes on Cody. Look at its move it had in the last few months. It went from 1 cent. It did a 10x. Went up 1,000%. So strong coin. Nice pullback. Let's also throw a fib on it. And this is a great time to learn, man, because there's just so much price action that you can compare things to. And I think that's really healthy and really interesting. So Cody bouncing off the 0.5 fib there, and then just coming all the way past the 706. You can see these things had heavy 70% retraces. Place the bottom was here on that wick down past the 706. It's now in the golden pocket. Perfect place to accumulate, and in the pink. This is also a trade that looks very, very tempting right now for me. I may go into Cody for another 1,500. Again, then I'm risking a lot as more trades open up. I'm opening myself up. I might as well be trading Bitcoin at this point, right? Because that's what's happening. We do have strong volume too on this move. It tells me that there is a lot of people watching this coin. Can come up. Again, all eyes on Bitcoin though. Keep the stop losses low. Your wife is placing closing time. Dude, it's candling up. Guys are making me want to look. Now, DREP is something that no one talks about. Well, let's look at polka dot. Everyone likes polka dot. Very similar thing. Look, we have that double bottom forming here. Kind of. Very weird one, but yes. This is in more of an ascending triangle. See the bottom and another bottom. Should break out. On the daily, can't get any information on the daily in this thing. On the 30-minute, it's starting to peak. Now, put this on your radar at 469, but it's just not, it's not a top trade. When I grow up, I want to be like you, big baller. This guy's funny, man. Who is this David Lee? Do I know you, David? Do I know you, man? I'm not a big baller at all, man. I'm nowhere near a big baller. I'm a very, very humble dude. Just happy to be here, honestly, with you guys every day, doing what I love to do. So we went over SXP. We went over Balancer. This looks good too, though. SXP does look good. I can't say it doesn't. Holding that 180 region with the blue line about to cross. Like, huh. This thing looks like it's about to move. These are huge double bottoms too. Look at them. I just saw another thing. Look, bottom and a bottom. Look for this to just make some pretty big moves up. Very interesting. So, damn, man, I start looking at the charts. I want to trade, right? It's been hard. I've been like staying off. Like, I wanted Link down there at 11 bucks. I was like, can't hurt. Nice job, man. 390 with the polka dot buy. That's awesome. Basic attention token's been on my radar too. Looks like it's about to pop. Everything is about to have its move. Look at this on the daily. On the daily. So I think for the next 3 days we're gonna see some it's gonna rain green on us, man. Only other stock that I put people in or thought people should buy was Penn Gaming. Just something I threw on your guys' radar. If you're into equities, we got a target here up at 75 area. Looks like it's definitely going to hit it. 76. So nice buy right now at 57.47. It was a buy at 51.40. It's still a buy. Right now it's broken above the trend line and on its way to probably eclipse. It even has the MACD turning up on the daily with the blue line curving. This thing is about to blow. So that's just an easy trade. Nothing's easy, but it looks like an easy trade, right? So every single Bitcoin is in the same spot. Nulls is like the most oversold coin though. This coin, I feel like you can't lose if you buy it right now at 30 cents. Like, we have a MACD cross curving. Look how low it is. It is so oversold. It's the most oversold coin that we've looked at right now. Yeah, it's been beaten up. Nobody talks about it. It just has no news. So you want to buy things when no one cares about them. So very interesting. Rep known to pop. It's doing its thing.
Yes.
Now band. Everyone wants to get into band. Look, two red MACDs in a row. Blue line is now curving. RSI is in the falling wedge. Huh. From this low to that low, we do have divergence, which is, I've seen it play out, even stretch like that.
Yeah, but Daddy, you didn't realize something. I see a green dot.
Oh no. A green dot. She's gonna be like the best trader ever?
Okay, so the green dot I think was over there.
I was just looking for a green dot.
So, what?
No.
One there.
Oh, one right here for band.
For band, but yeah, but look. So the
This is
line-
consolidation.
No, the consolidation
Ah.
is over here.
I like band right here, man. I'm gonna look at it closely one more time, and then I'm gonna skip out of here. Yeah, a lot of hype with pen. There's just you gotta play the hype, like just like coins here. That coins get the hype, right? So it only helps if a coin has some hype, right? So we pulled a Fibonacci retracement on band, and we are basically right now on that 618 area here, right above it. And we held in between. On the 706 we went down. This is textbook accumulation. We have falling volume with a falling move, which told me that the move should reverse. But look, we have the 50-day about to cross the 200-day moving average, which is very bearish.
Daddy, but look, these money lines.
Rodolfo Mares. Hi, sir. Any idea about DMG? Well, let's look for DMG. Let's look at DMG for you. What is DMG? DMG, blockchain solutions. Is this what we're talking about on the OTC market here, or on the? Is it on the TSX?
Nope.
Let me know, Rodolfo.
On the TO.
Oh no, DMG right here on KuCoin. Is this it?
Yeah.
I'll do Ethereum as well. We'll get into Ethereum. I don't know why I don't go into Ethereum huge. What up, Summer? Says Chris.
Yeah, but.
DMG, man.
Wait.
Poloniex. Okay.
Look. So these red lines are the.
So DMG BTC.
Yep.
Here it is. Okay, I got you.
So green line.
DMG BTC on Poloniex. Oh, look at this thing. Oof. Wow. I like coins like this. I mean, look at the bottom it had, right? That is a bottom and a half. I mean, wow, look at the pump. All right, so it's a new coin. Came out on the 25th of August. So we got to look at it on the 30-minute to get any information that's going to help us, right? All right. This thing has not a lot of liquidity because you can see that the candles aren't full, but it's new. It's in a falling wedge, right? With a 68% chance of break to the upside. I can't tell you where there is any support, right? Because this coin is just in a free fall in a new area. Okay, so I feel like it. You know what? This is just a coin I can't give you a lot of information on. It's so new. Honestly, though, new coins tend to go up on Binance, Poloniex, wherever they are. So. This guy's way cooler than that nerd crypto Jeb. Yo, I am way cooler than all the other technical analysis guys. I'm like a surfer technical analysis guy. You know? Crazy. Let's go. Best day ever. All right, guys. I have to sign off. About DMG, I'd like to give you the most amazing information on this coin. But honestly, I mean, I do see the white curling up. Look for this white to cross the red. And once that happens, I would basically either double down or keep holding it. Dude, you know what I just realized? What did you realize, Nate? All right, guys, in 5 minutes, I got to ship off.
No, like right now.
So any other coins you want me to go over, let me know. And Nate, let me know about your last thing. Everyone, let me know what's going on. You are the Bradley. Yo, you know how many people call me Bradley Cooper? It's really strange. Like, I've been called Bradley Cooper at least 20 times in my life. Yeah. I gotta go, guys. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Please hit the like button. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. And I will be here tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. ready to go. We will go over many trades. I love you guys. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful day and be blessed. All right.